What's up, guys? So yeah, in the end of the previous video with the broadaxe and the Glock 19 CO2 BB guns, I explained a little bit about this. I haven't shot anything out of this since they gave it back to me. I just got it back today, Tippmann. So what they did was there was issues with these parts, and they allowed for people that bought the TPX, once they figured out what those issues were with the valves and all that stuff, they allowed them to, whoever bought it, to request new updated parts that are in basically all the TiPX markers. So I contacted Tippmann. It's been like 15 years or something since they allowed that. I contacted them. I told them, hey, I bought this on eBay. It was used. I'm not the original owner, but do you guys still honor that parts swap thing? And they said yes, and it's free. All I have to do is just send in my TPX, and when I got it back from them, I opened it up, and everything is switched out. I have pictures of all the old parts, and this CO2 puncture is new. I had a cap that did not have an adjuster on it, so I couldn't adjust if I have like a slightly longer or slightly shorter CO2 cartridge. I wouldn't be able to adjust it the way it was, but they gave me an adjustable CO2 cap. The regulator was the old style regulator, which did not allow for a remote line to hook up, but they gave me a new regulator. This is a very old TPX. That's the serial number, 0001828. So I believe they made like, I don't know, probably 5,000 or 6,000 of these before they started fixing some of the parts. And then after a certain amount of TPXs that got released, they eventually made the TiPX, and that had all the pieces fixed. So if you have a TiPX, you're good. But if you have one of these old things, if you have a low enough serial number, just contact Tippmann, Tippmann.com. Go to their customer service or contact us, part of their website, and just tell them, hey, I have an old TPX that has old internals. Can you guys swap out the parts? And they'll probably say yes, as long as you're not like a jerk or anything. I was pretty nice to them. I told them that, like, you know, I've basically how I played paintball and stuff, and how I always got destroyed when any of my friends had Tippmann stuff. And I just told them that, you know, they're really good company and like they're legendary basically. But I'm going to shoot the 3.6 gram cheap Amazon balls. I have my little sheet right here, so I'm assuming this is going to hit like maybe 10 joules. Usually paintballs weigh about 3 grams, which is how much these weigh, these Burna balls. But I don't have that many of these, and I don't have my catch box out here. So I'm probably just going to shoot that trunk, and hopefully they don't come flying back at me and pop me in the eye or something. Yeah, I'm going to shoot that and see what this is at right now, and then either waste another CO2 cartridge after I crank up the regulator, this pressure, or not pressure, but velocity adjuster. I'll probably end up doing it tomorrow. It's almost 7, so yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna get the camera and all that stuff. All right, I decided I'm going to shoot the leaves. So here we go. I have not tried puncturing this yet. This acts very much like the Burna SD or Burna LE. They like originated the pull to pierce CO2 system. So I'm gonna try this. Hopefully there's no leaks and stuff. Like I said, I just got this back from them in the mail, and they said it was working and stuff. So has pressure, nothing dumb happened. So I'll see what I get. Like I said before, paintball markers are supposed to be under 300 feet per second for like a safety reason. And obviously you can turn this up, which I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm thinking these is going to hit, like, because it's a 3.6 gram balls and a paintball usually weighs 3 grams. I'm thinking that these are going to be like 10, 11 joules, hitting like 250, 220, but it's however they tuned it at the Tippmann place. .244. So that's it's like 10 joules, which I was expecting. 250. So on my little paper, 250 with a 3.6 gram ball is 10.5 joules. So it's pretty much hitting where I thought it would hit. And before I sent this in and stuff, I was practicing with it and using it. I didn't show any of this on camera or anything, but I was able to get about 24 shots out of this on that low feet per second reading. So I'm thinking I'll be able to get 3 magazines, maybe 3.5 on one CO2 cartridge at this speed setting. 250, 248, 250, and I think that's it. I got one more round, 2 more rounds. 254 and 252. So yeah, it's hitting where I thought it would hit. I'm obviously going to turn this up because I'm going to turn it into a home defense type of pistol. I'm going to dig through these leaves because I should be able to find them a little bit easier. If I can't, I have a rake, and I see 1, 2, 3. So I'm using these because I don't have that many Byrna balls. Eventually I'm going to go to a Byrna store and try to get a couple of CO2 caps because I have an idea on how to make a remote line for the Byrna, using a remote line adapter for a Roscoe First Strike. It's just a remote line adapter for the Roscoe First Strike. It's basically like a long metal tube, and I need a Byrna CO2 cap to sacrifice. Basically, I'm gonna cut a hole in the front of it and then thread it. And the Roscoe remote line adapter, part of it is threaded, and that's the part I need to thread on the Byrna cap. So I got 6 out of 7 balls. The Roscoe First Strike adapter. The Roscoe First Strike remote line adapter is pretty sure it's a 10mm thread by 1.0 pitch. So I'm going to probably buy a 10mm tap, get a drill bit that corresponds with that tap size, hope that the Byrna CO2 cap isn't that hard of a metal because I've never tried cutting into it. I'm assuming it's probably some sort of steel. I don't think it's aluminum because it doesn't feel that soft if you try like scratching against it. And yeah, so that's my plans for the Byrna remote line, like a little homemade kind of thing. If you've never seen the Roscoe First Strike 50 caliber gun or paintball marker, it doesn't look that powerful. I think even if you put like a power kit thingy in it, it only gets like 5 or 6 joules. It's like a revolver style paintball marker. It looks cool, but it's severely underpowered for a unless you're using pepper balls or something. It's pretty underpowered to use as a home defense thing. But anyways, guys, that'll be it for this video. I'll have more stuff about the TPX, or if you have questions about the TPX and how to do the part swap thing, just let me know. It was 100% free. Yeah, you just tell them what your TPX serial number is, and just don't be a jerk. Like, just be nice to them. I'm usually pretty nice to everybody, and yeah, gets you pretty far with customer service most of the time. So that'll be it. There's one ball somewhere in here, but it's just one ball. I'm gonna go back to the house and get my box and stuff, and then waste the rest of this CO2. So yeah, see you later.